Today we're experiencing gear. We check out 5 ways to improve your tone. I am often asked how to improve one's tone, whether that is easily, effectively, cheaply, expensively, whatever. I'm always asked, hey, how do I get a better fill in the blank? So I thought I would come up with 5 ways to improve your tone. Number 1, mess with the pickup height. Don't be afraid to lower the pickup all the way down, flush with the body or as close to the strings as possible just to see how it sounds. Now, obviously you don't want the pickup all the way touching the strings. That could potentially pull the strings out of tune and kill your sustain. However, there are pickups on the market, namely active pickups that have reduced pull, so you can actually get closer to the string, getting more output, getting more attack, and overall changing the feeling of your guitar. Cheap and easy. Number 2, roll those tubes. In the tube amp world, tube rolling is what you would call changing out various preamp tubes and power tubes to see how they feel and sound. And often you can get huge improvements or not, depending on what kind of tubes you put into your amp. Now, an easy one is ordering maybe a few different preamp tubes and just seeing what you like best in whatever positions. Turn the amp off, take the old tubes out, put the new preamp tubes in, fire it up, and you will notice a different feel and texture to either the clean channel or the dirty channel, depending on what tubes you are using. Number 3, change your speakers. Speakers are the final wheel to the road of tone, so to speak. That may sound corny, but I've always thought of the speakers in your speaker cabinet or your combo amp as the same as the tires on a car. They're often overlooked, but critical to your tone. So trying different speaker cabinets and seeing what else is out there could be a huge improvement for your tone. Now, the average speaker replacement ranges from $60 all the way up to like $300. So it's really just a choice of what you can afford and what you like. Number 4, change your string gauge. Often we just kind of use whatever, and a lot of us, myself included, didn't give a lot of thought to how different string gauges sound and feel when I was younger. I never thought string gauges would affect anything but the feel, but in affecting the feel, they do also affect the responsiveness and the attack. And working in conjunction with how close your pickups are to your strings could actually change your tone quite drastically. This is an easy, cheap thing to play with, and I highly encourage everyone to mess with string gauges. And finally, for number 5, try some pedals. This may seem obvious, but if you're looking to get multi-metal tones and you can't really afford much but your old Fender combo, seriously, get a metal zone. And have you ever used a metal zone as a clean boost in the same way we would use an overdrive pedal? I bet you haven't. And you can get a metal zone for super, super cheap on the used market. This is just one of many examples, but reverb pedals, delay pedals, drive pedals, clean pedals, boost pedals, fuzz pedals. Pedals have never been more plentiful, especially on the new and used market. But I highly recommend taking your setup into a music store and just plugging in a bunch of pedals to see what you like. Yes, a music store, if you can even find one anymore, will let you just roll your setup right on in. I did this once when I was 17 years old, and it was awesome because I tried every guitar under the sun in that place with my amp so I could see how it sounded. So there you go, 5 tips to improve your tone. I hope you have found this at least somewhat helpful. If you have a tip for improving your tone, leave them on down below in the comments. And as always, you have been wonderful. I have been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.